Today I'm going to be talking about this fragrance that is called Yaqeen and is by Asdaaf. This is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance that, by the way, is a very good dupe for Marfa by Memo Paris. Later on I will make another video comparing both, but this one, what is it that I get here? I get a really nice, beautiful tuberose aroma. This is all about the tuberose. It opens with some citruses that are pretty much, to be honest, at least on my skin, just staying on the opening. On the dry down, I don't really get much of that, but in the dry down, it's beautiful. Don't think it's bad, not at all. It's a very pretty fragrance. I get a nice creamy tuberose, but the tuberose that I get here, even so this is a sweet perfume because it's sweet, the tuberose that I get is a tuberose flower smell. It is not like, you know, some candy sort of tuberose perfume. No. This is just the flower. Perfume is for people that like flower perfumes. It smells very nice. The tuberose also here is very creamy, but not in a milky way or in a lactonic way. No, it's more like a sandalwood type of that type of creaminess, which is very nice. Very pretty and fancy. I like it. I also smell a little musk and some woods, but the main thing of this perfume to me is the tuberose. How nice, how creamy it is. It's very nice, very pretty. And then is one thing that I would love to mention about this perfume. I love Fracas by Robert P. Jett. Just hold on a second. This one right here, Fracas. This is a beautiful tuberose perfume that also the tuberose here is super creamy, super nice. This one I think is very girly. To me it comes across like a very feminine perfume versus this one. To me it comes across like a unison perfume. So if you are a guy and you love flower perfumes and you love tuberose and you think, oh, Fracas is one that I like, I suggest try this one because this one is unisex. Even so, to me, it's a perfect unisex. I think it can be fine for a girl and fine for a guy because here those woods aroma that I get, the musk is there, but it's so minimum that I don't really want to mention it much at all. But the creaminess and that woodiness that it has, which is not very strong, but is there. And it's pretty. It's such a nice creamy tuberose perfume. It reminds me when I first sprayed and I was trying it and all that. And by the way, I do love this perfume. I do think it's a really beautiful perfume. So when I was trying it, at first I saw, oh, it's very similar to what's the name of this one? Good Girl Gone Bad by Kilian. But then, you know, the perfume starts developing on you and all that, and it's like, oh, okay, this one has its own thing, you know, well marked. But if you are familiar to that perfume, it kind of like that, and it's a nice perfume. It's very pretty, it's very gorgeous. This is a perfume that I think is for a special occasion. This is definitely a fancy perfume. This is not your everyday go to the market, go out with friends. No, this is let's go to a wedding, let's go to a red carpet event, let's be super fancy and pretty today and impress everybody, be a big show off. That's the type of perfume. Now let's talk about the performance. This one here is a beauty. It performs super well. It has a very nice strong bubble of aroma that it puts on, you know, when you first spray it. It's nice and strong and pretty. I like the citruses that you get in the opening. Even so, like I said before, the citruses are pretty much staying in the opening, but the bubble of aroma itself, even in the dry down, is nice and big and powerful, and I like it. I love it. Now, it does not smell alcoholic, it does not smell synthetic, it does not smell cheap, because this one is definitely not a cheap aroma, not a cheap perfume. The price is a cheap price because I got it for pretty cheap, but it smells really nice. It smells very pretty. I like it. It's sweet, and I love that fact that even though it is sweet, it is not bubblegummy. Because you know how tuberose sometimes when they make a sweet tuberose perfume, it's pretty much gourmand or candy-like, or which is pretty. I'm not saying it is not, but if it is sweet, most likely will go in that line. Here, no. It is a sweet perfume with a tuberose, a strong tuberose notes that stays in the floral form of the tuberose. It does not smell like candy or dessert or nothing like that. It smells like a tuberose flower, but with sweetness. Ah, that is so good. I like it. I think it smells really nice. And like I say, it has another aspect, like a tiny bit of matte, some woodenness going on. It's very pretty. It's very nice. It's very fancy. That's what I say. It's very elegant. And the bottle is such a cute bottle. Look at that. Look at that. All goldy light with some decorations going on. I think it's such a cute little bottle. Now, when it comes to duration, that one, yeah, that one is a little because of my skin, at least maybe for you it will be different, but for me it's about 6 hours. It doesn't last any longer than that. So that was but still, I mean, the price was cheap, it was affordable, so I don't complain. 6 hours really is not too bad. At least for me it's not too bad. But like, if you are gonna, you know, planning on being outside all day long doing stuff or whatever, you know, you most likely will have to bring your bottle or bring, you know, a little sample that you can keep spraying, because on my skin at least it was just 6 hours, around 6 hours, a little less, sometimes a tiny bit more than 6 hours, but it was just around the 6 hours and then it was gone. So, but it's such a pretty perfume. And like I said, if you like fragrance, if you like your tuberose aroma, your tuberose note, which I think in perfume is a note that I really enjoy, that I think it smells just wonderful. But if you are a guy and you're thinking, well, most tuberose perfumes are just for girls, this one is unisex. This one is not a girly perfume. Even so, a girl like me, I love my perfumes to be very girly, very floral, and, you know, girly like. But this one, I'm totally comfortable wearing this one. Even so, I do think it is a unisex perfume, but it smells so good. To me, this one is the perfect unisex. It can be worn for a guy or a girl. It does lean a little more feminine. If you ask me, well, Isabel, try to be as excited as you can, please. Try to be very excited and specific about it. It does lean a little feminine, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I don't think it's but like, if a guy wants to wear it and I smell this thing again, I will be like, that's interesting, because the sweetness that it has is not too much of a girly sweetness. It's more like a in the middle type of sweetness. It's a sweetness that is mixed. I saw in the notes amber, vanilla. I do smell vanilla here too, so vanilla is not the main thing, but I do think that amber comes across in the perfect way or sweetness. And I don't think it comes across like, you know, very girly sweetness, no. But anyway, I just think it's a beautiful, wonderful perfume, one that I really enjoy, one that I really think is wonderful. Another beautiful perfume that smells very seductive, very elegant, and it's just wonderful, is this one that I like a lot too, that is called Kismet for Women. This is a women's version and it's by Maison Alhambra. This one is a dupe for Good Girl Gone Bad by Kilian, and I already made a video talking about this Friday. I'm gonna put the video next, so if you're interested, you can just click and go watch it. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.